Okay, moving on to part four of many more parts. Sorry. Anyway, Gian Lorenzo Bernini, and he is known by Bernini, 1598 to 1680. He is the most important Baroque artist. He's a son of a sculptor, child prodigy. He receives recognition from the Pope at age 17. He's also an architect, a painter, and a draftsman, designer in theater. He didn't adhere to classical calm. He pushed sculpting to make it look fluid. And he's known for his ecstasy of Saint Teresa. If you look at the ecstasy of Saint Teresa is when she is being informed, oh, you get to be, mother of Jesus. But take a look at her clothing and you can see how you can almost see the folds in the clothing and the thing is in the church where this is you see these like huge rods up here, but it has this natural sunlight coming down as if it's God coming down and informing her. It's just an incredible piece. So remember, Bernini, Ecstasy of Saint Teresa. All right, Baroque in Flanders. So this is going to be in Netherlands. I think Holland, Dutch people. Peter Paul Rubens, 1577 to 1640. He establishes a workshop and he uses great energy and color. Rubens is known for his color. Look here, great color, all right? Rembrandt van Rijn, 1606 to 69. He's a Dutch artist, painter, printer, and greatest draftsman ever. However, he dies in poverty because he broke with tradition. Baroque reaches its peak in France with Louis XIV. It's a mark of a blossoming of French culture. Louis is known as a sun god. He unites all of France and he builds the lavish Versailles. If you ever go to France, you got to see Versailles in 1669. It's on 200 acres. He had stable for hundreds of, that should be horses, not houses. A greenhouse, a zoo, and fountains and waterfalls, and a canal to have mock sea battles, because we should all have mock sea battles. And again, this is just an idea, a little bit of what Versailles looks like. Tremendous gardens, just amazing. Louis XIV also had a system for choosing and supporting artists called the Salon. And they had an annual exhibition to judge the art. That system is still used today. So the Académie Royale de Peinture et de Sculpture, or the Academy, was established. And they are imposing standards on artists now. In the Spanish court of King Philip IV, they emulate the French court, and they come up with a court painter, Diego Velázquez. Velázquez is what he's known by. 1599 to 1660, he was a contemporary of Bernini's, and he builds his figures from color. He does not draw them. He puts the color first, and he's going to influence the Impressionists. And the interesting thing is, you notice here, there's Velázquez right there. See a little paint? This is going to be the easel of which he is going to be painting these people. And, yeah, kind of an interesting idea there. Now, Rococo. Baroque wants to evoke emotion. Rococo is all about celebration, romance, court life, especially at Versailles, using golds and pastels. And a Rococo artist is Jean-Antoine Watteau, 1684-1721. So he's the leader of this new genre, the fête galante, members of nobility in elegant dress set in the countryside. Okay, so again, they're all about court life and celebration and romance, nothing important. So they're just out here having a picnic, this guy's playing, and I have no idea really what that is, but whatever. Okay. Francois Boucher, 1703-1770, is influenced by Watteau. He is a favorite painter of Madame Pompadour. She is King Louis XV's mistress. She has lots of influence. And by the way, Pompadour, that's the name of a hairstyle because she had big hair. And they use classical mythology and the figures, or classical mythological figures, and also figures in court scenes and lots of nudes. Yeah, but again, celebration, all about celebration. And then Jean-Honoré Fragonard, 1732-1806. He's also promoted by Pompadour. He studies with Boucher. And again, you have these very elegant figures that you would see normally in court life, but they're being put out, placed in nature. And again, she's just celebrating life. You notice she's kicking off her shoes while she's swinging. Yeah, life's rough. French Revolution, 1789. The government ruled by people influences art, and democratic ideals of ancient Greece and Rome are coming out. So art is influenced by that time, by the Greek time and Roman time. So now this is called neoclassicism, new classics, so going back to the classics. And art is also influenced by the Enlightenment, by the ideas. And it's going to be a challenge to Rococo and its ties to aristocracy. They don't want to have anything to do with court life. They want to have things to do with real people. So, Jacques-Louis David. David, important painter, 1748-1825. Illustrating republican virtues, so kind of going back to the Greek and Roman times. And he led revolutionary rallies. He painted Napoleon, and they were kind of seen as propagandist paintings. So they seem to contradict his earlier ideas because Napoleon was all about empire, not so much democracy. Jean-Dominique Ingres, 1720-1867. He was David's pupil, and he liked sharp outlines, so you can see very definite lines. Unemotional figures, we really don't see anything on her face. Careful composition and rational order, which is typical of neoclassicism. But we can also see, you see that this is an elongated back. It's kind of an odd back there. But again, it's more about composition, not so much realism. Eugene Delacroix, 1798-1863. He's a proponent of Romanticism with an emotional emphasis, highly imaginative, dream-like quality. So now the Romantics, they are going to value feeling over reason. They're going to have exotic elements in their paintings. They're going to place them in far-off places, and nature is awe-inspiring. So they'll have it in foreign settings, violence involving animals, and historical subject matter. So Delacroix, this is liberty leading the people. Okay? And Theodore Géricault and William Blake are also important Romantic artists. So again, here we have this violence in nature, and Blake is known, of course, for his paintings of religion. Oh, and that's all I have for this part, because we are done with, well, part 1 of this presentation, which was actually in 4 parts on video, sorry. But we'll be picking up with, probably about another, 8 more of these lovely little videos. Aren't you lucky? And I hope you're watching them over and over and over. Have a lovely whatever. And we are done.